Buy now, pay later continues to be a widespread phenomenon in payments that never seems to miss news headlines on a weekly basis, with new developments, growth in market share, and new companies entering the space continuously. But whilst buy now, pay later is as relevant as it could possibly be, the question remains whether the current business model is a sustainable one, without making fundamental changes to truly compete with the very comparable offerings of internationally well-accustomed credit cards. But before we go on and cover the ins and outs of buy now, pay later in 2022, in light of the current prevalent turmoil in the world, as well as many other ongoing conflicts, we would like to use our platform to emphasize kindness to each other, in whichever situation we may find ourselves. And with that, continue to embrace an open approach to one another. Through this, we strongly believe we can build connections, reduce polarization, overcome potential harm brought upon us by decisions made outside of our sphere of influence, and through the power of our interconnectedness, have a positive influence on history as it is being written. Good morning, everyone. This is Marek Buenting, and today it's all about payments. Recognizing the explosive growth of the consumer finance market and the potential for competitive disruption, an abundance of new buy now, pay later providers have entered the market. The buy now, pay later space is experiencing accelerated growth. In 2020, $97 billion worth of global e-commerce transactions used buy now, pay later setups. This accounted for just over 2% of all e-commerce purchases. By 2024, an expected 4.2% of global e-commerce transactions will be carried out through the use of buy now, pay later. And according to eMarketer, buy now, pay later e-commerce transactions will reach an astonishing $680 billion by 2025. Despite strong industry growth, buy now, pay later providers in developed and emerging markets alike are facing challenges on a number of fronts, with pressure being felt across each of their key stakeholder groups. But even the lower segments with, for example, food and beverage, seem to be picking up pace as well. On the consumer side, being a key indicator for competitiveness, there are three key challenges: high credit losses, high user acquisition costs, and low user retention rates. Although insights into Klarna's monthly active users might give a positive swing to the challenges faced. Next to the consumer side, there also is the merchant perspective. Buy now, pay later companies are aggressively amassing a merchant base, and similar to their user acquisition efforts, this is leading to heightened competition, increasing costs, and driving fee compression. While buy now, pay later companies receive capital from various parties, these funds are deployed towards business operations only, such as business administration, operations, and expansion. However, in addition to day-to-day operating expenses, buy now, pay later companies need to seek capital to finance their credit extension services. The final challenge remains regulators. With the buy now, pay later industry developing rapidly, regulators are increasingly becoming concerned about the credit-based business model and its implications for consumer protection. With incumbent and startup buy now, pay later providers suffering from unsustainable losses, with no clear end in sight based on current trajectories, and tanking share prices, we believe it is critical for buy now, pay later firms to fundamentally rethink their business models. We see three key pathways that buy now, pay later solution providers can explore, including optimization, integration, and expansion. Again, using insights from Klarna, it is a critical aspect in the development phases of the famous alternative payment method. Whilst Klarna's revenue grew 44%, its losses also quadrupled as geo expansion continues. So that begs the question today: how do you foresee the growth, and will buy now, pay later providers be able to provide all of the challenges they face in the coming months and years? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. For now, I'd like to thank you all again for watching. I'm looking forward to see you all again next week. Cheers, bye-bye!